Gary in Santa Maria, California. Hey, Gary, go ahead.
Oh, this is a tough one for me. It has to do with my deceased brother. He died in 1999.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
And he was heavily into the Goo Goo Dolls, which wasn't my style of music. I tried to remind him they used to be called the Sex Maggots before they were changed their name to the Goo Goo Dolls. And
what kind of music did they play?
Oh, it's the same. They've really grown up. They're exceptional now. You guys have used the Goo Goo Dolls as bumper music on your show.
Yeah, but they're still out there playing?
Oh, how do you read my mind? Maybe I know. They are starting tour again on July 16th in Santa Barbara. Their Boxes tour, which I wasn't even going to mention. But as far as I'm going to digress. As far as a paranormal group goes, I don't know of any rock group that's more paranormal than the Goo Goo Dolls. Remember in 1991 they did Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare. They did 2 episodes of Charmed. They played January Friend and Broadway, and they're just, if you read their lyrics, it is so coast-to-coast style, it's frightening. And the lead singer, I'm just spacing on his name temporarily, I can't believe that, Robbie Tackett, he studied radio broadcasting and was doing uncredited voiceovers just a few years ago. He loves radio. I would recommend, if you read the lyrics, especially look at their video, Rebel Beat. I just started a YouTube channel called Rebel Insiders.
They were out of Buffalo, New York, weren't they?
Yeah, they are. And they're just now coming out of mothballs again, playing, but they've mellowed. Well, actually, I guess I should say they've matured, not mellowed. And they made it through the heavy metal days, and I'm just impressed with them. I never paid them any attention unless my brother forced me to. And when he died, I put on their music, and I asked him, my brother, who is then deceased in the middle of the Mojave Desert. He was a Class 1 technician landing the space shuttle. He ran telemetry, artificial intelligent programming, which I've done too, so
sure.
We were kind of a tag team. And I said, Bruce, I need some unambiguous sign that you're still here. Please, somehow, give me an unambiguous sign. 2 seconds later, the front glass of the wood-burning stove, guaranteed to 2,300 degrees, exploded from the inside out, except there wasn't a raging fire. There was only a light layer of glowing embers in the middle of it. And then I rented to a family a month later his house, and they had 5 kids. They had a 2-year-old girl who pointed to the dark room by the stove and said, Mommy, the man right there is hungry. He wants some spaghetti. And the dog used to track like he was watching somebody walk back and forth. We all went absolutely silent. Only she was 2 years old. I swear, I hope the audience can hear the honesty in my voice. I am not exaggerating one single syllable. My brother and I, after my head injury, and I used a 500,000 volt Tesla coil on the brain damaged part of my brain for the 3rd time for rehabilitation, my brother and I practiced telepathy. I would look at a card and try and send it to him. George, he called 17 in a row correct.
That defies any kind of probability. That's amazing.
Well, anyway, I put a link, coincidentally, just yesterday. I only have one video up. It was my paranormaldate.com video. They discontinued the video profile, so I pulled it off Paranormal Date, and I put it up on my YouTube channel. rebel insiders, all one word, plural. But you'll see my video introduction, and I'll fill in parts of the story. But please consider getting Robbie Take an interview when they start their tour. If you listen to their lyrics, watch their lyrics. Don't listen to them. Take the Warner Brother video.
And there's only two? There's only two guys, right?
No, there's three.
Three of them?
And one of them.
There was a good John Resnick, I think, was one of them.
Yes, he's also one of the lead. And then there's a replacement that replaced Tusiak, and I should remember his name. I'm horrible with names. I mean, you remember everything in the world but names. But it was.
There's a drummer in there somewhere, right? Was it Mike?
That's whose name I'm not remembering.
Was it Mike Malanin?
That's it, because I keep thinking melatonin when I hear Malanin. Yeah, they're just going to be starting tour in July, of course, major record label Warner Brothers. I swear on everything that's holy. Warner Brothers they appeared on 90210 on the very last season. The very last episode of the last season was also the day, May 13th, 2013. You should listen to your show on that day for your 99-cent promo on Coast Insiders.
Gosh, you're good.
Talk about sun flares. They went like crazy.
All right, my friend. Gary, got to run. Running out of time here, but thanks, my friend. Tom, you've got a text for us.
Never fail to amaze me. You know so much about the Goo Goo Dolls.
Well,
it's great.
You know, I used to remember the names and things like that.
But it's
great. I thought they were done playing.
But it's great when you talk to a person you don't think of all topics they would know something and they'd say it.
I know.
I mean, you were telling Gary.
I'm a